Maui's fishhook.
Welcome to Stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer from the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Alberry, director of the Kika Silva Pla Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. One of our favorite summertime constellations is visible above the southern horizon after sunset this month, and it has quite a story.
That's right, James. Scorpius the Scorpion is gracing the southern sky this month. But did you know that Scorpius has a totally different identity that has nothing to do with scorpions?
What are we talking about? Let's show you. Okay, we have our sky set for about an hour after sunset any night this week, facing south. It is here that you'll be able to see the familiar J-shaped pattern of stars that make up the constellation Scorpius the Scorpion.
According to Greek mythology, Scorpius was sent by Gaia, the goddess of the earth, to punish Orion for boasting that he was the greatest hunter to ever live. So, while he was hunting, the scorpion attacked Orion, stinging him with its poisonous stinger. The scorpion was then placed in the sky to mark Gaia's victory.
That, however, is not the only story about this bright pattern of summer stars. Believe it or not, many people see this J-shaped pattern as the giant fishhook of the demigod Maui. In Polynesian folklore, Maui and his brothers decided to go fishing. He brought his magic fishhook with him and instructed his brothers that once he tossed the fishhook into the water, no matter what they caught, keep paddling and do not look back.
Almost instantly, Maui's fishhook began to pull up large objects from the ocean. Excited, Maui's brothers paddled faster, and Maui pulled harder and harder. Many hours passed, and the brothers were exhausted from all the rowing. Against Maui's instructions, they decided to look back at what Maui caught, and boy, were they surprised.
Indeed, one of the brothers exclaimed, "Maui caught land!" Maui was furious, exclaiming, "Had you not looked back, we could have raised a great land." We now know these small pieces of land as the Hawaiian Islands.
In addition to that, Maui tossed his fishhook into the heavens to slow down the sun so that the summer months would have more hours of daylight. To this day, we can see Maui's fishhook in the sky every summer. The stars of Maui's fishhook, aka Scorpius the Scorpion, have some intriguing names. Starting from the west and working our way east, we have the three stars marking the claws of the scorpion: Grapheus, Dashuba, and Pi Scorpii.
Down and to the left of those three stars, you have Alniat, Antares, and Alniat. Yes, Scorpius has two stars with the same name. The first Alniat is Sigma Scorpii. It's a binary star system over 500 light years away.
The second Alniat is Tau Scorpii. It's a blue-white star over 400 light years away from us and over 18,000 times as bright as our sun. Between Sigma and Tau Scorpii lies Antares, the famed rival of Mars.
Antares is so large that if you were to place it in our solar system, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars would all be orbiting inside Antares. Lastly, let's show you the tail. Moving away from Tau Scorpii, we have Epsilon Scorpii, Mu, Zeta and Eta Scorpii, Sargas, Iota and Kappa Scorpii, and Shaula and Lasath, which mark the stinger.
Shaula and Lasath are sometimes called the cat's eyes because they seem to glow mysteriously, like the eyes of a cat. Shaula is over 36,000 times the brightness of our sun and is approximately 570 light years away.
Meanwhile, Lasath, which means bite of the poisonous one, is also close to 580 light years from us and over 12,000 times the brightness of our sun. So there you have it, one constellation with two inspiring pieces of folklore. As the night passes, you can watch Maui's fishhook descending toward the horizon.
Or you can imagine it being a menacing scorpion desperately trying to find Orion the hunter.
And if you look closely, it's being followed by a yellowish, non-twinkling light. That light is Saturn.
If you haven't had a chance to look at Saturn through a telescope, now is the time. Saturn is moving away from Scorpius and into Sagittarius the Centaur Archer.
There's lots of great stuff to look for when you keep looking up.